I know y'all have heard this, and if not, then listen, because what I want to say to you is that the world literally needs your medicine. You are such an integral part of the wholeness of the earth, and you have your very own magical, powerful codes that are dormant within you. Maybe you've awakened to them, maybe you haven't. Maybe you are awakening more and more. I think we're all awakening more and more. But nonetheless, your importance here on this planet is absolutely huge. And it can be so easy to hear this, but to not believe it. You know, we can hear the words and want them to be true, but then we sit with how we're actually feeling. And a lot of times we actually don't feel that good about ourselves. I think the worthiness wound, however lonely it may feel, is such a huge wound on our planet. So many people have that wound, and that's why so many people are not living in alignment with their purpose. This is a huge wound on planet Earth where we feel separate from our source, the source that is us. And a big part of our connection with ourselves, with the world, with others, is the impact that we're here to create, and is feeling only moving from a place of alignment with our soul, with what we want to create. And I think one of the most beautiful feelings in the world is feeling passionate and knowing why you're here and feeling like you're making an impact. And that's something that so many people are out of tune with. And I think that being out of tune with that is what causes so many people to end up in cycles that are not treating themselves the best. And if that's you, that's okay. Sorry, my face keeps twitching. If that's you, that's okay. That's like, most of us have been there for sure. And that's part of it, and that's part of your story. That's part of what makes you you. Even though, like, any bad habits we hold on to, aka habits that are not truly helping us, those habits are not really us. They're just kind of distractions keeping us from sitting with what's actually there that we're trying to avoid, that we don't really want to look at. Although looking at it is once you actually look at it, it actually feels relieving. It's like, oh, thank goodness I can finally just sit here and face that thing I've been avoiding, that thing I've been procrastinating, whether it be something within or something in your external world that you've been needing to take action on. Nonetheless, you know your journey, you know the next step that you need to take. And if there's something you're wanting to create for yourself, just start setting intentions, start getting in communion with your higher self, with God. You know, you don't even need to know what it is. Just know, like, how do you want to feel? For me, I want to feel impactful. I want to feel like I'm moving mountains. I want to feel like I am in flow and in alignment with my purpose, and to be seen, and to just I just want to like grab it and just like go. I'm feeling so much momentum amping up around all of the things that I want to do, be, and create here. And that's coming from a place of being dormant for so long. My Kundalini awakening happened like 3 years ago. And, you know, before that, there were other awakenings of sorts, but from the moment it happened, and even before, I knew, like, I had the visions in my head. And not everyone, like, has those visions, and if you don't, that's okay, because your journey is going to open up in a different way than maybe, like, a visual representation. But I knew. But even though I knew, I didn't fully claim it because it didn't feel like something I was capable of doing. Because I was queen lazy for most of my life. I grew up a TV child. I basically fucked off and did nothing as much as I could, aside from the things that I felt like I had to do that I didn't actually want to do. School, work, of those things. So, and then even then there was years of knowing what I wanted to do, but there was so much gunk within that I hadn't fully faced that was preventing me from feeling capable of taking action on the things I want to do. And that was all divine. All of that shadow work and going within served a purpose. But if you're one who maybe struggles to take action on things you want to do, there's a reason for that. There's something, whatever block you're hitting in that moment, face it. Don't try to think yourself out of the block or tell yourself that there's something wrong with you for having that block. That's a big no-no. That's not going to get you very far. That's going to keep you looping. Instead, sit with the heaviness. You don't even need to name it unless you want to or it's obvious. But a lot of times, these feelings don't have names. They just feel like big walls. Or they just pain spots, It can feel uncomfortable. It can feel embarrassing. Shameful, but sit with it, because that's your relationship with you. Only you can do that. Nobody else can do that for you. People can temporarily fill the void sometimes, but no one else can heal that for you. You have the capacity to heal that within you within seconds when you are truly present. And sometimes it's not as easy as that. While it always pretty much can be that easy, there's other factors at play, because we have the mind running, we have we're living in Earth at this time. There's a lot of gunk and distortion that we are here to transmute. So, there's more to it than meets the eye. But and then the other thing, if you are one who you want to make a big impact, or maybe a small impact, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to feel, that it doesn't have to be this grandiose thing. I think I used that word correct. I don't actually know what that means, this grand thing. But you don't need to know what it is. Just figure out how you want to feel. That's all anyone needs to know, because once you figure out how you want to feel, then you start creating those feelings in your body. You continue to create them. When you feel yourself being pulled out of that feeling state, continuously noticing when you do and bringing yourself back to those feelings. And if there's feelings blocking the feeling you want to feel, then sitting with those feelings. That's how this alchemization process works. So you keep doing that until more of you is able to be stable and grounded in what it is you're wanting to feel. And then naturally life mirrors that back to you. Without any hustle or grind, things become clear and you just begin taking action, because your soul is moving for you. Your soul is embodied and taking action and taking initiative. So that is my message. I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day /life/eternity.